So how do you actually build muscle as a skinny teenager? So here I'm going to teach you the basics, everything that you need to build muscle as a skinny teenager, okay? But first, let me talk about my story. So it was all back in seventh grade. So I'm around like 12, 13 years old. And I started working out. Like that's the first time I actually started working out. And over time, like things happened. I couldn't work out for a little bit. I couldn't go to the gym. I started doing push-ups like literally every single day. Then after that, I started doing sports at school. I started doing track and field. I got injured in track and field. That really broke my heart. I got kind of depressed after that. And I was the fastest kid on the team. Like I'm not even lying. I'm not trying to boast or anything. I truly was, and I still am. Okay, I still am the fastest kid in my school. But I, I was depressed as fuck, and I needed something to do. So the following year, when I entered the eighth grade, I started working out a lot. I started going to the gym. I actually started bulking up and building muscle. Now this was after my grind, quote unquote grind time, which I was doing cross country, which was my kind of like my second sport. Now I don't do cross country. I stopped doing it. But when I started doing it, that's when I actually like got into the mentality of, oh yeah, I need to work hard. I need to like, do you know that grind time mindset? And I started getting tougher and shit. I was skinny though. Like that's when I got lean. I used to be skinny fat. Then I got lean. I had a nice six pack and everything, but I felt skinny. So I started going to the gym. I started bulking up. Started eating a lot of food. I started doing a bunch of shit, and I got to like a decent size. It's been 2 years since that, which is crazy, bro. It was like 2 years, man, almost 2 years actually. Like it's been a year and a half. And I'm telling you this right now, it's absolutely worth going through this journey. It's absolutely worth it. I'm not the biggest guy out there, but I made some decent fucking progress. I built, I believe, like 15 pounds of muscle ever since I started. And um, by the way, I have a program that does just that for you. I teach you all the things that I did personally to build those 15 pounds of muscle. Now, I don't guarantee that you're going to build 15 pounds of muscle because we're all different. I guarantee you're going to build your first 6 to 15 pounds of muscle in your first year or 2 years of going to the gym. Chances are you're going to build more like 12, 13, maybe to 15 pounds of muscle in 2 years. But it's not guaranteed unless you put in the work. So if you're interested in my program, check the link in the description, watch the video that I put on the description, read everything. And let's continue on to the video. So, how do you actually build muscle? Like, you've been searching online, everything, you've been told the same exact stuff: progressive overload, bulk up. But some of the things that they haven't told you are things on like your testosterone, shit like that. But also, you need to be fucking consistent. So that's the first thing I would say. The first most important thing to building muscle is being consistent. Okay, that's one of the mistakes that I made, was that I was inconsistent. Okay, so first I'm going to talk about a little bit the mistakes that you're making that are keeping you from building muscle. So inconsistency. So if you're not consistent in the gym or working out, you're not going to build any fucking muscle. So you need to be consistent. You need to start building this habit of working out. You need to make kind of the gym your personality for a little bit, not for too long. Okay, for a little bit, and then over time you get used to that, and the gym's just fun. Okay, but at first it's not fun. Trust me, it's painful. But after a while, the gym is enjoyable. Working out, you actually kind of you fucking love it. I know that I like working out. Sometimes, like because of sports, I have to like not work out so that I'm fully recovered to perform well in my sport. So that's how I've gotten to that level, to the point that if I feel like working out, I have to restrict myself sometimes. Okay. Now, does that mean that I do it all the time? No. Most of the times I have time to work out. Usually, right now I'm in the off season, so I can work out whenever the fuck I want, unless I have a training day for sprinting, and then afterwards I'll work out. But other than that, that's off topic. But the second mistake that I was making was thinking that I was on a cut. Like I was literally cutting. I was trying to make my abs visible. Like I was eating less food than I should have. And don't make this mistake, especially now that we're teenagers. We're growing. We need to eat a lot of calories, especially healthy food. That's another mistake that I was making. I was not eating healthy food. So start eating healthy food. Start eating a bunch of that shit. You might think, oh, but that's gonna get me fat. If you eat healthy and a bunch of that shit, you're not gonna. It's not bad for you, okay? And another mistake you're probably making is you're prioritizing protein over carbs and fats. Carbs and fats are the things that are going to help you build muscle because those are the things that give you energy in the gym, increase testosterone. Now, protein is still important. Okay, protein is still important, but since it's easy to get your fucking protein in. Carbs a little bit harder. Fats, not so much. Some of the fats that I recommend that you eat are from eggs, red meat. Those are kind of the foods that I was gonna mention for bulking, but I'm gonna mention them right now. And then for carbs, fruits and vegetables, sweet potato are like one of the best sources probably. I don't recommend that you really eat pasta or bread or bread unless obviously like that's your only option. But I suggest you eat a lot of fruits, a lot of bananas and berries, oranges, stuff like that. Okay. Um, Another mistake you're probably making is you're doing cardio. So if you're doing a lot of cardio, bro, not good for you. Like I said, I was in the cross country team. I was even the best one there too as well. I went to state as well during this time, but I was skinny as fuck because I was not eating enough food. I should have been eating a lot of food, especially because I was doing a sport. I was really fucking active, but also like I was doing a lot of cardio. That kept me from being able to build muscle. So if you're doing cardio right now, it's not going to serve you. Now, can you do a little bit of cardio every now and then? Yeah. In my program, I include like an extra bonus like sprinting. And sprinting is not so much like cardio, it's more of a high intensity type exercise. Like a kind of like a plyometric, but like way better for your testosterone levels and all that. So the reason why I include it is because of testosterone. And then ever since I started maximizing my testosterone, I started building more muscle. I started also looking better, feeling better, more energized. So I suggest that you start going to the fucking gym, start being consistent, start bulking up, eating a bunch of food, and make sure that you are maximizing for your testosterone. So testosterone maximization is a thing included in my course, but here I'm gonna give a brief thing that of what you should and shouldn't do. So here are the things that you should avoid whenever trying to maximize your testosterone and muscle growth. Avoid seed oils, junk food, fast food, pretty much any food that's bad for you. Avoid sleeping in late. Sleep 8 to 10 hours. I'm gonna teach you how to improve your sleep in a little bit. I'm telling you this like a full guide on how to kind of build muscle. It's not like full. I'm not gonna teach you the workouts, but I'm gonna teach you like pretty much all the basics. Make sure that you're recovering between your sets well. So 2 to 3 minutes is generally for compound lifts, 1 to 2 minutes for isolations. Make sure that you're letting your muscles recover. You know, okay. Uh, what else? Make sure you're going outside in the sunlight. If you're not getting sunlight, you're not gonna get enough testosterone. Now, if you're not in a sunny state or country where there's a lot of sun, just take vitamin D. Still try to go outside and get sunlight. It's still better for you to go outside. You're still gonna get vitamin D even though it's cloudy. You're still gonna get it. You're just gonna have to be outside longer than usual. Like right now, bro, I'm like fucking burnt from the other day. I was outside for a long time. I was in the lake and fuck me, bro. Like, fucking, I'm pretty much a different color now. Like I look down there, like my abs, like where like you wear your shorts or shit like that. Like there's a the line is like white and then it's dark. It's like it's crazy. It makes me look like I was white before, but I'm not white. Kind of dark. Um, those are pretty much the ways you to maximize testosterone. Some other stuff are like talking to beautiful women, um, being having sexual thoughts, being lustful and stuff like that. And now let's talk about improving your sleep. Okay, I already talked to you about being consistent in the gym. Make the gym kind of your personality for a little bit. Don't be a weirdo loser who just makes the gym their entire personality because I made the mistake to do that for a little bit. I didn't do it for that long. Like, obviously I had sports on the side which kept me from being fully focused on the gym, stuff like that. Um, to improve your sleep, here's a couple of things that you should do. Number one, have an air conditioner. Number two, make sure that you don't look at your phone from 1 hour before you go to sleep. 2 hours before you go to sleep, do not eat food. Okay, try not to. Um, to fall asleep faster, I would recommend that you read a book before going to sleep. Okay, just like read a book, like be reading a book. I kind of find this hard to do as well. You can like get an app on your phone like Kindle and like just read books on there, and you fall asleep a lot easier. Your brain starts to shut down and stuff like that. I know I said don't look at your phone, but this is the only situation that you should be using your phone for. Um, Make sure you tape your mouth shut before you go to sleep. Now, this one sounds a little bit weird, dangerous, and shit like that, but I literally do this. If I didn't do this, my health wouldn't have improved. Like literally, ever since I started doing this, bro, I feel a lot fucking better. Anytime I wake up, like those days when you feel kind of groggy and tired from waking up, is because you're not taping your mouth shut. Okay, and it's because you're breathing through your mouth. You're not supposed to breathe through your mouth. You're supposed to breathe through your nose as a human being, and this is gonna help you a lot. Not only are you gonna have better health, you're also gonna look better. Like your jawline will improve. Trust me. This is the tape that I recommend. It's called Micropore tape. It's like $1 for like one of these. I bought a whole pack. It's like 14 of these, and it was just 14 bucks. So I have a lifetime supply of these little thingies. Okay, and they last for long. They're like, this is my first one. I've only used it for like 2 months, I think, and I still have plenty of it. Another thing that I recommend is that you go to sleep at the same. Oh fuck! Go to sleep at the same time every single day. Trust me, once you start doing this, you start feeling a lot better as well. So if you go to sleep, let's say at 10, go to sleep at 10 every single day. 10 p.m. My bad. Go to sleep at 10 p.m. every single day to sleep same time. Maybe 11, maybe 9, whatever time you go to sleep. Have a consistent sleep schedule. Then wake up, let's say 8 hours or 10 hours from that time. Let your body usually like let your body wake you up. Don't go to sleep late. Now, if you need an alarm to wake up early or wake up at the time that you need to wake up, go ahead. But I think you should let your body rest, sleep as much as you can. Especially now, we're teenagers. Like I said, we need to be developed. We need to develop ourselves well, and we need to sleep a lot. And we need to be consistent with our sleep schedules. All that shit, all that fun stuff. That's how you improve your sleep. Now, I want to go back into a little bit of like the gym. Okay, so how do we actually build muscle in the gym? So here's the things that I recommend that you should do. Progressive overload. One of the most common things in the gym is progressively overloading, which is whenever you start with, let's say, for example, the bench press, you start literally with the bar. Like right now, if you're a skinny dude, chances are you can barely do the bar. Like that's how I started, and you probably already are going to the gym, I hope. And if you just start with the bar, that feels heavy. But over time, the bar gets easier and easier. We start at level 1, then we add 5 pounds to the bar, so 2.5 on each side, and that's literally how much you add in. That feels kind of heavy. So you do, let's say, 10, maybe 15 reps around that range, and then you add over time. You add the 5 pounds on each side, so you add 10 pounds. That's a little bit difficult. You kind of struggle, or you just add literally 7.5 on each side. So that's what's that, 15 pounds. So you add 15 pounds to the bar, and that's kind of heavy. It's kind of hard. Let's say you get to the 15 pounds. I mean, let's say you get to 12 reps. Okay, the ideal rep range for building muscle is 6 to 15. Don't let anyone else tell you that it's not. But let's say you get to 12 reps. Okay, now you can add a little bit more weight to the bar. Now you have 10 pounds on each side. And over time, that gets easier and easier, and then you add and keep on adding and adding and adding. That's how it works. This is how it works for every exercise. You add weights over time. Okay, progressively overload. That's how it fucking works. Okay, you work with the new weights until it gets a lot easier. Let's say you get to 12, maybe 15, around that range, and then you add weight, and that's like you just keep continuing the cycle of adding weights, getting to the certain amount of reps that you would like to get to, then adding weights and adding weight, and just that's how it works. Okay, that's a cycle, and if you don't do this, you're not going to build muscle. Okay, adding weights is what's going to help you build more muscle strength, but overall we want to get muscle, right? We also want to be strong. Okay, but First the muscle, then the strength, okay, in this case. And I pretty much just told you all the secrets to kind of building muscle. Now I didn't give you a workout plan or anything like that, but if you want the workout plan, you want some other like extra stuff, click the link in the description, check out my course slash program. And other than that, bro, peace out. The hard work, especially when you don't feel like it.